YouTube, we back. Got a Z06 going up on the lift next. I'm actually out here just getting a couple of things torn off of it so we can get a clutch put in this thing, some long tube headers, got a Air Force intake, air raid, cold air intake, Katech throttle body, bunch of stuff. You see, we busy, we working. We got V's on top of V's, got some Hondas over here. We just actually did a clutch. You'll see a video on that one. But yeah, we working. Join us on this ride. Katech 103 throttle body, Air Force intake, air raid, cold air intake. We're doing a clutch, so I'm actually getting some of the interior pulled apart, getting ready to pull it in. Got the vette up in the air. Time to get to work. Gotta get the clutch, sits back here, so we gotta remove everything. Get it done. All right, so I got the torque tube bolts out. I got most of the bell housing bolts out. Since I got to do the intake, I'm gonna go ahead, lower the car down, pull the exhaust and the intake off. But you see I got the plate out the way, transmission lines hung down. I got the cats out the way. Let's get these manifolds torn down. So we'll go ahead and lower the car. All right, we got the car dusted off. I already got the LS7 covers off. So let's go ahead and start pulling manifolds, spark plugs out. We got the exhaust manifolds to pull off. All right, so I got the manifold off. I got the intake manifold off. Take it off, everybody take it. I got the upper bolt out up top here. See that there? CNC ported. There's a better look. Let's go ahead and car back up in the air. Get this torque tube and transmission pulled out. Get out. Sorry, man. Okay. Get out! I got the wheels off and I got the intake and everything off. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this rear suspension apart and get this torque tube out, get the bell housing off. I just actually have one more bolt right here holding up the bell housing. It's probably hard to see.
Can't see it all? Huh? You can see though, right? I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
But It's that top bolt up there. I got it loose, so once I get the transmission and the rear end and everything down and out of the way, I'll be able to access that last bolt, get that bell housing down, get the clutch out, get the new one in, and we'll piece it back together. All right, so we got the whole torque tube transmission, everything pulled out. We're gonna get the bell housing down, and I'm gonna get the torque tube out of my way.
Out the way, get out the way.
All right, so we got the bell housing off. We have access to the clutch, so let's go ahead and get the pressure plate off, get the flywheel off, get the pilot bearing out, stick the new one in there, and reassemble from there. This thing's got some ARP bolts on it already. It looks like just a stock LS7.
Durability test number 1.
It's beautiful.
Clutch is in, everything's torqued down. Let's go ahead and get the bell housing on. All right, so we got the monster clutch in there. Got the torque tube all bolted back to the bell housing. Got all the bell housing bolts in except for the top one. But we'll get that one when we throw the intake back on. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the rear suspension back together. Get the wiring harness back on the transmission and the ABS sensors and all the extra stuff in the back. All right, so I got the mufflers put in. I'm gonna go ahead now and get the suspension put back together. Headers in. You gotta pull these oil lines out the oil pan for the dry sump. Got some exhaust leaks we gotta address on this speed engineering stuff. All right, so we got car all wrapped up and done, as you can see. Intake, throttle body, cold air, exhaust done all the way to the rear, clutch done, slave. Oh, let's go ahead and fire this thing up.
You broke my heart.
Gonna go get tuned. Another Corvette back on the streets. Clean low mileage Z06. It's got a piston rod motor. And they had the head package done already before he bought it. 13,000 miles on this bad boy. Came in for a twin disc monster clutch. Speed engineering 2-inch long tubes, MSD intake, 103 Katech throttle body, air raid, cold air intake. We did have the header ceramic coated black or Cerakoted black. ARP hardware,